Hello, folks. I wanted to give you a quick intro to Season 2. And you can see here a couple of the vehicles we'll be using. That's Keen's default Moon Miner and their Moon Scuttler. Here's one I built myself. I'm calling that the Bull. It's a little larger, but it has less storage than Keen's. But it also has some tankage and a few hydro thrusters. Figured you might be able to, or you might have a need to go over a mountain rather than around it. So with a couple of thrusters you can jump over slight hills, but it is just one tank, so it does have limited use. Here's a small drone for mining. It should work fairly well, but I don't know. It hasn't been tested. We'll find out. And I'm calling this here the Moth. It's like a small survey vessel. Flight. There's a azimuth ore detector on it. Antenna. It's using the modded mech cockpit. And it's battery. These are all battery. Now they do have reactors if I secure some uranium. Yeah, there's one there. And there's a reactor inside the Bull. I don't think Keen's has reactors on it, but I might be wrong on that. I haven't actually taken too close a look. I did a little test driving on the Europa moon with it, and it handled fairly well once you got the suspension adjusted, so should be alright. And I haven't tested the flying drill yet either. But these two on the left are Keen's, 3 on the right are mine. And this here's also mine. This was the original landing vehicle that I'd planned to do the season with. After 2 or 3 hours of playtime, it was quite difficult the way it's set up. It had nice features on it and whatnot, but it just wasn't quite cutting it. So back to the drawing board again. And I came up with something else. It's a large ship grid this time, and it's quite foul looking. But there it is. Almost reminds me like a hammerhead shark, but I don't know. I think a shark looks better. Not much to it. It's a cargo hold in the back there. For transporting the Moon Scuttler, and I managed to shoehorn on the drill ship, so it's going to be a significantly different start than what I tried on the last go around. And this thing's all manual operation. There's no programmable blocks, timers going on this ship. No readouts, displays, bare bones functionality. Cockpit, med bay. There's an airlock in and out. The cargo area is airlocked and sealed as well, so you don't have to depressurize the whole ship to exit the cargo bay. Network access here through the small cargo container. Airtight doors. Didn't even bother putting any lights in this thing. That's how little I'm planning on using it. Galley. Entertainment room. and apparently I deleted the LCD TV, so he's going to have to suffer with no television. Gravigen batteries. Behind this wall is the tanks, oxygen generator. Oxygen tank, hydrogen tank. See the oxygen tanks up here. You see that in green there. And in here we have the resource bay. Here's your small reactor, another small cargo, 2 full-size refineries, 2 full-size assemblers, no modules on them. The Keen default lander has a couple of modules on theirs from what I recall. Well, I know the Easy Starts do. I think the atmospheric lander had some modules on their assembler. I think it was power. I don't recall if there was any on the refinery or not. But there's storage, batteries, production facilities. In here. Bunk beds. We all know what they are. A couple shower rooms. And I didn't go into too great a detail with this thing because, like I said, I ain't real happy with the way it looks, so it's going to meet the grinder as soon as possible. But I'll go over the mod list here in a second. Just want to get rid of some of this stuff here. I haven't supplied the ship yet either, so there's no supplies in it, no solar panels, no solar cells, nothing like that. I still need to get in there and do that. And I'm going to exit here. I'll get that before I land. Do the mod list now. World settings. Survival. 3 inventory, realistic assembler, 3 refinery, 5 weld and grind. Max object is as minimal as it'll get, but as far as I know, it's still bugged. And once your limit count's reached, it's still not deleting it. So it's set for 16, but I'm not sure if it's going to matter or make a difference. A 1 hour day duration. Won't need that. Definitely no permanent death. I have no desire to grind down the entire base if I should die, so we'll just leave that unchecked. No tool shake. Now, I was going to enable random encounters and drones, but with the redesign on this new one, I think I'll leave them off. And for some reason they didn't show up anyhow before I got about 4 hours of playtime in, and nothing showed up anyways, so I'm not sure what was going on there. But for this one, I'll just leave them off, at least for now. Scripts, thruster damage, player names, no auto healing, weapons, trash. Disable weapons anyways. That would work. As far as I know, this is trash auto removals bugged as well. Sometimes it's not deleting stuff, and sometimes it's deleting stuff it shouldn't be. Good examples, that was the last series, the Kincaid station, ship printer, pistons were being removed, piston heads were being removed when they shouldn't have been. So I just uncheck it, maybe that'll help a little until they get it fixed. Fossil destruction, yep, we'll need that for mining. And mods. Yeah, look at that list. It's a doozy this round. Small ship mega mod pack. I'm anticipating quite a few small grid ships, so a little extra options with them would be nice. Armor thrusters. No glare. This is a selection of doors. A lot of them have window panes in them that you can see through. They look quite nice. I'll probably get a good chance to use them with airlocks this round. And the diamond bonded glass, that's from what I read, that's about 75% the same durability as heavy armor blocks. So they make nice. That's what I plan to make the domes out of for this moon colony base. And I don't have weapons disabled. We'll need that one. Slope panels. Oh yes, definitely. Sage's thrusters. I could probably get by without them, but I like the look of them. Elevators. Gotta have the elevators. Stairs, I don't know. I'm not sold on them. I haven't really used them too much, but we'll keep them in there for just in case. And hatches. I love those hatches. Large armor thrusters. Yep. Decorations. Oh, more decorations. Armor ramps. Here's quite a few extra doors. A lot of glass panel. Some, I guess a lot of door options with that one. DX11 armor ramps. Shop Court miscellaneous. This has a couple of different things in it. Ramps that you will see on the side of the lander. Also has like a small elevator in it that you can, with handholds, but it's not an adjustable height, so you can't really control how far it moves. So I don't usually use that, but the ramps are nice. Azimuth Mega Mod Pack. A lot of options in there. Container options are nice. The reactors are nice. I don't usually use too much more than that. But the ore detector, that's really nice. So, but I couldn't find that in a separate pack. It might exist, it might not. I'm not real sure, but I just got the whole pack. Heavy landing gear. That's a sexy set of landing gear there. Oversight. Twin grinders and welders. Oh, I like them. Rover cockpit. That's a nice new addition. Hangar doors. That's about 30 doors, all different increment sizes. I think they start out at the 3 and go up to like 31 or so. And you make some pretty nice sized hangars with them. Inventory sorting. I hope Tyrus gets his fix soon, and I can go back to using that one. Here's our skybox. This is a really nice looking one. Transparent camera overlay. It's industrial size. These are those oversized refineries. They do have some oversized assemblers in what they call a factory, but generally I stick to the refineries. Mess hall, catwalk pack. That's got the stairs in it and some handrails with blue glass inside of them. Look quite nice. I'm thinking I might be able to use them in a couple different places. there's some signage, some large thrusters here, button panels. This is supposed to have a functional autopilot in it, since Keen's is bugged at the moment. I'm not sure if I'll end up using this or not, but it's there if I need it. And here's our cheating reactors, something to use to try and get rid of all that stone. And I picked up hydrogen farms. That way I'm not having to constantly mine ice. I hope, if they work. I've never used them before. And thanks to Hero King, I hope I said that right, for this reminding me about this mod here. This will eat up your stone as well and give you small amounts of other resources in exchange for it. It's Extreme Lights. I saw that one of Direwolf 20 videos, and got a single light with a very large radius. I kind of like that, so I picked that up. And well, no enemies. Shouldn't need shields. I'll save on some of the loading time. Sound blocks. The original version had a few sound blocks in there, but got quite annoying. I think we might ignore them for a while. Earthbreaker drill. I probably won't be able to use that on the moon, but I'll keep it available just in case. That's got some nice walls in it. I'm going to keep that. And this has a blast door side piece that's actually a landing gear, and you can use that to lock down any blast doors that you build. There's a couple of them on the back of the planetary lander where the cargo ramp is. Using it to secure the door. And again, blast door sections. And the conveyor expansion. This adds quite a few options into the conveyor network. They have a 6-point tube, 5-point tube, cross tube, T-tube, and a couple of others. They're still... The author had just gotten them fixed up, looking nice, working well, and Keen went and changed the default conveyor tubes to no longer have windows, and they haven't been updated yet. I'm not sure if they're going to be. But that's the mod list there. And if I get any requests to join, I'll switch it to multiplayer. For now, the performance is a little bit better with offline, so I'll leave it there. And depending on how well it goes this time, I might enable the meteors and the weaponry. And if I do that, I'll put Oakham's weapon pack back in. But that's it for now. I'll see you when the series starts.